between the different types of words would be an easy thing for me to maintain. But not today. Tonight. It's late. It's been a long day. The crew showed up early on in the morning. I picked them up from the airport. I slept for like 4 seconds last night, and then I picked them up from the airport, and then I brought them to the place to pick up the RV, and then we picked up the trailer, and then we brought it down here, which is where I've been staying while I work. Here's the ominous room. All right, this is the room that I said I wasn't going to start this live stream in because it had an ominous energy. And I didn't want to introduce this live stream with a thumbnail of a room with such ominous energy. And it has this energy because of the lighting in it and because of the absolute state of disarray, chaos, discord, and misery that it appears to be in. However, that is an impression you would get only at first blush, because all of this disorder is actually joy. That sounded sarcastic. I don't know what this energy that I'm putting out right now is, but I mean it. I've had that problem throughout my entire life, as people think I'm kidding when I'm not, and they think I am serious when I'm kidding. Very often I will very, very genuinely and earnestly express excitement, and somebody will be like, okay, dude, you don't have to be a dick about it. And I'll be like, I don't know what I did. And they'll say, I don't appreciate the sarcasm. And I'll be like, I'm so sorry. I was really just really happy. So here's what's been going on. This is the room in which I have been writing, preparing, and rehearsing a show that I have been playfully dubbing Slouching Towards Branson, which is the show that I will be performing on the Slouching Towards Bethlehem tour, which starts tomorrow in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. So I'm super excited. This is the Yamaha P225. Yes, it's the next in line of the P series of Yamaha electric pianos, and it's soup in the middle. It sounds like trash and garbage, and it's practically unplayable, so I'm still bringing my 125, and some of these venues I'm going to have a real piano on, so that's pretty exciting. So I don't want to spoil too much of the show. I'm not going to tell you what it's about. I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but it is it's the most elaborate thing I've put on stage, and it's something that I am very inspired to be doing, and I'm really enjoying doing. And I've done a couple of test performances in front of test audiences. I made passes to sort of dress rehearsals available to Patreon members, and I was able to perform the show for them and get a feel for what worked, what didn't work, so on and so forth. And I'm super excited. It's don't get me wrong, it's not like the greatest spectacle ever known to man. It's not confetti cannons and pyrotechnics and backflips and Cirque du Soleil and what have you. It's more like how do I put it? It's a very theatrical sort of performance, kind of dramatic, comedic performance, combination of, as usual, it's a combination of some stand-up monologue and the music, but this one is very much a story that I want to share with my audience. And it's a story about something that I think a lot of my audience is fairly curious about. And so I want to satisfy that curiosity in the way that I know that I am able to. So, yeah. I don't feel like I told you too much based on that, but I think that that's what I was going for. So, yeah. What, the RV is out in the yard right now because there's no, driveway. But it's huge and elaborate and super fun, and the trailer is huge and not so elaborate. It's a very simple trailer, but it's fun, and trailers don't tend to be that much fun, but I really appreciate it. I think it's a fun trailer. This sewing machine, I'll show you some of these. These are the phone pouches that my girlfriend made. Look at that. That is so that you can enjoy your night. This is not just for me, friends. Not all of the shows do the phone pouch thing, just like the really small ones. And only some of those too. They were announced as such. And so, yeah. Those were all handmade by an extraordinarily talented and patient woman who is very tired. Yeah. What else? This is my script, sort of. I mean, it's not entirely. It's more like an abbreviated sort of notes-based version of it so that I can remember it in my brain. And I was using that to kind of keep track of key plot points in the dress rehearsal setting. And so, yeah. There you go. What else is there to say? Nothing. I just wanted to say hello, let you guys know how unbelievably excited I am to be going on tour tomorrow. I can't fucking wait. It's been too long. Actually, honestly, it's been exactly as long as it needed to be, and I'm super, super stoked about it. It's Stroudsburg, PA tomorrow at the Sherman Showcase. Also, by the way, just mentioning this, there's some management shifts happening behind the scenes online right now. If you go to my merch store, you will see that there is a note about it on the top, but keep it in mind. Right now, the merch store, there might be some delays if you place orders on it. Super sorry about that. There's a lot happening behind the scenes that I need to get a hold of, and changes in management and all that stuff. And so that's merch orders might be a little bit janky and a little bit slow or confused right now. It will be resolved and it'll be back and better than ever. But right now I'm going on tour, so things are going to be a little bit not better than ever. Not worse than ever, though, okay? It's better than it has been in the past. A lot of people don't know this, but back in the day, I used to get angry emails from people who were angry that my merch store wasn't Amazon and therefore couldn't do next day delivery. So they would order something and it wouldn't have gotten there yet, like a few days or a week later. And they'd get really, really mad, and they'd yell at a customer service representative, not knowing they were actually yelling at me. They were yelling at the guy who was on their T-shirt. And those were the days. But that might happen again for a little bit. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be doing the customer service. But yeah. What else do I want to share with you guys? Any news? Any updates? I feel like I'm missing something. Let's see. Oh, I've got cues. There's a cue box. All right, let's see. Cue box. Somebody says, "Can I get a happy birthday, Will?" Happy birthday. Somebody says, "Will you be releasing a new album with the tour, or will it be your new normal album?" It's neither. It's its own thing. It's it's very much its own thing. It's its own show. It's not for in support of a specific album. There's exclusive merch, but there's no like new albums. I'm doing it in support of it's its own thing. It's for the show that I'm performing, which we're going to be filming and hopefully turning into something of like a concert film sort of thing. But concert film's a weird way to describe the thing that we'd be making, because it's honestly kind of iffy to really call my show a concert. It's a concert, but it's not. I don't know. You'll see. You'll get there. It'll be in like a cabaret style seating venue, or it'll be in a full-blown fucking theater, and you'll be like, oh, okay, this is not maybe what I was expecting, or maybe you were expecting it because maybe you've seen some of my other shows before. I don't know. All right, let's see what the other cue was. Oh, there are so many cues. I don't know what the hot to go dance is. I'm sorry. Somebody says, hello, swag boy. Hi. Somebody says, do I think I'll do more shows in the future? Yeah, definitely. Faux show. Somebody says, will you ever come to Toronto? The answer is almost certainly. Somebody says, what's your favorite animal? I say rat. Somebody says, can you say hi to my friend Alex? Hi to my friend Alex. Sorry, that's stupid. Hi, Alex. Will I be playing a show in the UK? Not this time around, but eventually, probably. Do you promise to stay hydrated and get enough sleep throughout the tour? You know, I never know how to respond to something like that, because I want to just take it as at face value as a person being kind. But I also feel like it's a meme, and I don't know what it means. But I'm also super out of touch. By choice. I love being out of touch. I love looking at the internet on the rare occasion that I do and having no idea what anybody's saying. It's great. It's such a peaceful and beautiful, wonderful life, and y'all should try it. Actually, don't, because if you try it, then I'll stop being able to reach you on my Instagram, and then I won't be able to sell you things. So actually stay online. Stay so online. Never leave the internet. Let's see. Sorry. What is next? Somebody says, I love you deeply when you say nouns. How about this one? Nouns. Love you too, Bubby. Okay. Thoughts on Beetlejuice? Can you do the floss dance? No. I mean, I can. Not tonight. That's... Insert joke here about having to pay for it. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I should probably get out of here. So, anyway, couple more questions, then I'm gonna skedaddle. Are there gonna be any original songs? No, I only play covers. I do exclusively covers of the Mamas and the Papas, and I play California Dreaming 4 times in a row. And then I do a couple other songs, and then I do California Dreaming again, because that's the best song. But there are not going to be any originals, because that's not what I do. So there you go. Somebody says, will people who haven't went to the tour be able to watch the tour on YouTube or something? No, but there are going to be videos taken of the tour, and some of it will be for Patreon, and I think that one show on the tour is going to be live streamed, and they're going to be like passes sold for that. I could be wrong, not entirely sure, but I think so. Will the music also be released as a sort of live album thing on Spotify? That'd be cool, fingers crossed. Somebody finally asked, how have you been, Will? It's always Will Wood, not How Wood. Great. I've been doing awesome. Thank you. Let's see. What are you looking forward to most on the tour? Showing you guys this show that I've been working so hard on. It's really something else, and I'm really, really proud of it, and I'm really excited to be doing it. And it's like an hour and 45 of sweating and screaming, and being very, very silly and then very, very sad repeatedly. And I like to think that's exactly what you people like. So, yeah. Somebody said, will it be acoustic? Yes. Yes. Somebody said, what's your favorite rat name that you've come up with? That's tough. My girlfriend and I used to have a rat named Marcel Toing. It's pretty good, right? You know, Marcel Toing, proud owner of restaurant Ratatouille. It's the greatest restaurant in all of the whole marvelous city of Rio de Janeiro. Would I ever come to Australia? No. I hate Australia. So, yeah, I mean, I would if I could. Maybe at some point. Let's see. My friend Ellie said she saw you at the airport and said you look like my favorite artist. Was that you? No, it was not. I don't think. Probably not. I don't remember that. I've been recognized out in public like 4 or 5 times in my career. I don't remember that one. So, probably not. Somebody says, speaking of filming, any chance the real Will Wood will ever come back to be watchable? Yeah, it's really just a matter of making it happen at this point. There's so much stuff that like needs to be just kind of like retooled and tinkered with and figured out behind the scenes. It's totally on me because I'm totally self-managed. Tour manager, he does a lot. He's also my booking agent. And I have people who work with me, don't get me wrong. I have a team and all that. But like when it comes to like I'm way more DIY than I think people realize. And by DIY, I mean stressed. So, yeah. Somebody asked, is it the Real Will Wood Part 2 medicated edition? No. I was very medicated during the Real Will Wood. I think a lot of people, they conflate kooky crazy with mental illness. And I don't think that's right. No, I was probably more heavily medicated when I was doing the Real Will Wood than I am now. As a matter of fact, there's one shot in the Real Will Wood where you can just see the like high dose of lamotrigine on my face and a balloon hits me in the head. There's like a scene where like my eyes are like kind of crossed totally unintentionally because I was on, I think like also 1 or 2 other things at the time. I don't even remember, but no, never confuse the type of energy within my music for like a sign as to whether or not I am doing well. It's all art, I made all of it on purpose using skills and money and people who I worked with. So it's like, a lot of people will say like, oh, you can really tell he's doing better on In Case I Make It because he's using the acoustic guitar and the ukulele more. It's all soft music. It's in a major key. And I'm like, that was the darkest period of my life, my friend. I don't know what to tell you. It's like, it's art, you can't always really like, you know what I mean? It's like, you get some window into my life. Don't get me wrong. Like, a lot of the time, I feel like when people connect with what I do, it's because it's a genuine connection, of course. But, also a lot of the time people will be like, oh, you can really tell how miserable he is on the Normal album because it's so wild and crazy. It's like, nah, dude, that was so much fun. I was doing great. So there's that. You also have to remember, I'm like an idea. Does that make any sense? I mean, I'm like doing a thing right now. This isn't how I talk on a regular basis. This is not my real voice. And you probably know that because you've heard me speak before on other occasions. And so, yeah, it's kind of my real voice. It's kind of my usual, but it's also not at all. It's, it's all wibbly wobbly and all over the place. It always has been. Probably always will be because I don't know. This is like the best. I'm feeling great. Here we go. Let's see. Somebody's asking if it's possible for the Petaluma show to be 18 plus. I wanted to do it, but they just couldn't. Sorry, guys. All right, I keep saying I'm going to do like 2 more questions, and then I do like 80. So I'm going to actually do 2 more, and then it's going to actually be 2, and then it's going to be over. I have to pick a good one. How about this? I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Oh my God, there's so many. Somebody said, how would you feel if somebody made a plushie of you? I probably wouldn't find out about it, so I wouldn't feel much of anything. Somebody said, can you name my skeleton? I threw it down the stairs. You should not name your skeleton something different than the name you already have. You know, I feel like that's disrespecting your bones. The proper way to appreciate your bones is to recognize that they are a part of you. And so if your name's Robert and you got bones and you're like, what should I call my bones? I'm thinking of calling them Steven. I think your bones are gonna be like, what the fuck, dude? I thought we were cool. So, yeah. All right. Anyway, that was that. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm super excited once again for the touring, and I'm excited to be doing my bits and babbling at you and singing songs and telling you this story that I have prepared for y'all, because I know it's something that a lot of y'all have been curious about. And so I'm going to just explain it for about an hour and 45 minutes, and it's going to be music. It's going to be kind of like, almost like a musical, only, you know, come on, Will. Don't say it. Less. No, I'm not going to. All right. There we go. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night, guys.